Molweni guys, Molweni Sanibonani. Good evening, wherever you're catching us from. Miss P here for Progressive View. Just coming in quickly today to talk about networking. What is networking, and why do you need networking, and why is it that a lot of people shy away from networking? So essentially, networking is getting to know other people, getting interested in what other people are doing so that they can get interested in what you're doing. And through that communication or those acquaintances that you would have created, or through that conversation, you end up getting either a deal or getting a client, or sometimes it's just even friendship, right? And I noticed that a lot of people shy away from networking because I attend a lot of networking events, women's events, or sometimes even when I'm speaking, even when I'm doing my coaching large group, you realize that during break, people, someone will be just like on the other side, they're not even trying to get to understand what other people are doing. You may never know. You could be in a room with someone also who's going to have your breakthrough, someone who's going to open opportunities and doors for you. But because when you choose not to engage, you choose not to ask, you choose not to take part and participate in that, so we shoot ourselves in the foot. So I'm coming on to encourage people that, guys, when you go to events, even when you a bank, next to someone, you ask, how are you, get interested in the person, compliment them for their shoes or something, and ask them, so what do you do for a living? You never know. A lot of us are in business in silo, not knowing what's actually the person you could be talking to. You could be supplying something or with your business. So guys, please, let's not be shy. If you go to an event, especially where it's groups, and also don't be afraid, don't stick to one group, because what I find sometimes is that because naturally we're attracted to people that are like us, so you will be in a group and you find yourself just like drawn to someone, but you stand there the whole night. So perhaps princess could meet another princess, eyeballs, yeah, she's in Daba, and you forget what actually there's 20 or 40 other people that you could actually connect with tonight and share cards. So please, guys, as printing in our cards are very important, because people have asked cards when they're at events, look busy bayafakana nenamba yakhe efonini, and actually people forget. So umuntu makanecard lakhe avule wallet, it's like, oh, by the way, there's this lady abathi uSmangmanyi that I met there, so let me connect with her. And your card would have more information on what you're doing than if you are going to give someone your number. Also, save as a nomasonto. Perhaps if you're in hair, they will say hair, but that's it. They would forget. But if they have your card, then next time, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, but you never know when that person will be going through their stuff, and then mahlangane in a number, I'm like, oh, by the way, there's this lady or this guy at this function, so let me call them, they're doing the service, let me connect with them. I can't tell you how much business and how many people I've met through just having a conversation in those settings. So guys, please, asingasabi, let's not be shy. Let's not be shy to talk to people. Let us ask ukuthi wenzani. First, get interested in what they're doing. Ungafike laphayana and just be weird, crack a joke nyana, don't get there, especially when you uthole group yabantu, right? So how do you do this? Maybe you could ask yourself, because some people say I'm naturally shy. No, I'm not shy. I'm the girl that goes to the movies alone. I'm the girl that goes to the restaurant alone and actually even enjoy my food. I don't feel like, hey, there's something wrong, because I just believe I'm not gonna be waiting for people or someone. If no one's available to go on dinner with me, I do it by myself, right? So how do you get about doing this, right? First things first, don't overthink it, because if you're gonna overthink it, you're gonna make yourself fearful, you're gonna make yourself shy, and then you end up not doing it. Or if you do go, you're just gonna look awkward, because you're just like, ooh, this one neshet like, or this one. And don't judge people. People are different. Let's not look at people's first the physical appearance, and then judge, because we do that a lot. We do that a lot. So you don't do that, right? So you decide, okay, I'm going to this group, right? And in each group, you're there for a reason. You're not there to just make friends for the sake of making friends. We are in the business of meeting people so that they can, we can either do business together, or we can be acquaintances in some way, or they can connect you to some people. Remember, they know someone that knows someone that knows someone, or sometimes it's not always about where. Now what do you get out of them? It's sometimes you need to be giving them information. You never know who you're going to help with your chat, maybe with your motivational words or with your joke, so it's important that you speak to people and that you share information, because you also have information yourself. So you come there and you present your information, right? So how do you do this? Because I know this is tough. So what you do is you spot that group, right? And you need to make sure you speak to all of them. It's even better when they're in a group. You're like, hi guys, Molweni, Ninjani, how you guys doing? And then you introduce yourself. Mina, I'm Smangmang, I'm Princess, and then you shake the hands, all around them. If it's 5 of them, I'm Princess, they tell you their names, right? And try to remember their names, right? And then you tell them, hi guys, me, I'm in this. If you are in transport or if you're in property, you're like, hi guys, Mina, I'm in property, right? And then you crack a joke nyana and say, yo guys, have you tasted this food? It's nice. Or ask them how you're finding the event, right? So you've cracked the joke, you have moved the elephant out of the room. And now people are relaxing. You don't appear there as someone who's just like invading their space. You're appearing there as someone that actually wants to really hear them and understand them. And then you address maybe one of them by their names. It's important that you address people by their names because they feel important. So if you're going to Mpo Lapa, you're like, so Mpo, what do you do? Mpo says, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're like, okay guys, here's my card. You give them all your cards. Naturally, when you give people your cards, they would also give you your card. So they tell you, okay, I'm into this, right? Their card may not be beneficial to you, but you also know people that know people that know people, right? So you take their cards, and it's because you don't want to be spending the whole night trying to find out what this person does, right? And then next thing you know, you invite someone on Facebook and you say, hey, we met wherever. You never know where that relationship would go. That's all I'm saying, guys. And then you move on to the next group. By the time you leave there in that evening, you don't know who you would have met. Someone that could actually direct you or even spark an idea. It never helps. So wherever you are, remember that people, we are, but in umuntu ngabantu. But if when ungayisebenzisi leyo thuba lokuthi ube ngumuntu ngabantu, everywhere you go, when nje ungumi serious, like aungeneki, and you wonder why we're not progressing. We wonder why we're not achieving our goals. We wonder why no one's helping us. It's because it's guys. No, people are here to help us, and people are always willing to assist or direct. Information is out there, but don't be sitting alone. When you're out there, meet people, speak to people. Stop being too serious and taking yourself too serious to a point where you're actually killing yourself and not progressing, because someone could be telling you what's even a free course somewhere where you can go and start, but you won't even know because or when you do speak to people, things that are not even that won't even benefit you. I'll make an example. You go there, you talk about fashion the whole time. Oh, I love your shoes. Oh, I love it. Where did you buy it? Now you want to go and stress yourself and go buy something that you didn't even plan for because the shoes look. You don't ask such things. You talk about serious things. Okay, so what do you do for a living? Okay, those type of things, so that when you walk away from this person in something. I'm not saying only speak about business or what they do or what you do, but be careful not to focus more on izinto that are not going to benefit you. Right? You want to go there, you want to meet people and see how you can help them and how they can help you. Right? We're not wasting time, and because you guys have friends, right? I'm assuming at our age we all have friends. It's not like you're looking for friends where you're just gonna be like, oh, now I'm gonna ask deep questions about you, your personal life, so that I can get to know you. No, we are there to understand wenzani, how can I help you, how can you help me, and then the relationship will build from there. But if you don't start, Guys, let's network. Let's not stop networking. Networking is very important. All right, guys. I'll leave it here. Miss you for Progressive View. Bye. I'm out.